Patrick Boland's story. Those of you that don't know who this guy is, he's one of my good best friends through childhood years. When I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, you know what I'm saying? So, and so. But he was a good kid, man. Yeah, we all basically stem from Lewis and Lexington, 208 Lewis Avenue. That's my building. His block is Green Street, right down the block, like a block over. You know what I'm saying? I think he lived right on 790 something or 780 something, but that's his building. And yeah, we was always going to school together, me and him, taking the bus together, going to school and all that. You know what I'm saying? In school, me growing up with him in school, it was alright. It wasn't that bad. I took it as a learning experience from that guy, man. Cause that boy really, he really taught me some shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause then I wasn't even a fighter back then growing up. I was just a regular kid. Me seeing him fighting other niggas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And him fighting me on top of that a couple times. I took a couple losses, but at the end, I got the best of him. You know, he always get mad, like, damn, Jay always getting the best of me, shit like that. I remember one fight we had in the gym. I think he snuffed my shit. It was over a basketball game, so he snuffed my shit, snuffed him back. I think at this time, I was just starting knowing how to slam niggas on their neck. But I started since Pennsylvania, so at this time, but I ain't slammed nobody in a while, so knowing me, I'm like, all right, boom, boom. He was a heavy-set kid, so I slammed him on his neck, boom. Me and him fought again, and then it's like, we still swinging at each other. And he got up, we still swinging, boom, boom. Then I guess, when I try to slam him or try to throw him somewhere, he basically spent over. Then I kicked him in his ass, and he fell into his whole head fell into the gate, because it was a gate by the wall. So then after that, his mans come snuff my shit. I looked at him like, what the fuck was that for? I ain't want to swing on him. That would be a whole nother fight. So I'm like, you know what? I left it, ate that, took an L. It is what it is. But I got the best of him, and his man just rocked my shit. He ain't knocked me out, nothing. He just hit me on some bullshit. But it is what it is. Me and Pat was cool. We were still cool during that. But at that time, after that last fight we had, we were just mad at each other over some dumb shit. I felt like it could have been talked about and resolved, but, you know, my pops felt like he was a bully. He was a troubled kid, you know what I'm saying? So I just look at it as a learning experience for me, man, because he really brought me out my shell, brought me out my character at the end of the day. And I thank him for that. You know what I'm saying? Even all the other times before that incident happened, we was always going throwing shit at the train, throwing eggs at the train, and stealing shit from the stores, from stealing shit. It used to be Nick's called shit. I think it's Knickerbocker. Now it's Broadway by Wall Hospital, I guess. We used to always go down there and fucking steal shit by Marcy Projects and all that. So we used to steal shit. Mind you, my grandma lived in Marcy. One point, at that point in time, I ain't really know like that until my pops was like, yo, your grandma live right there in Marcy, man. All right, bet. So at that time, man, it was like, damn. He lived right there. He lived literally down the block. The store's right there. He lived down the block. And that abandoned house that always used to pass, it was an abandoned house at the end of his block at one point. Now it's not known abandoned house no more, but that's where they killed him at. So it was like, damn, nigga, I was too close to your home, too close to my home. So like, imagine if I was with you, and then, I mean, like, what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, long story short, I actually was watching wrestling one day when SmackDown used to come on Thursdays. And UPN9 used to come on right after that. Like, I think around like 10 o'clock, if not mistaken. And when that came on, the first story was Patrick Boland getting killed down the block from me. And I seen his picture on his face. I seen his picture on the news. And I already knew who it was. That's my man. Like, what the fuck going on? So once they said he was dead and all that, I was like, man, listen, I went to my room, started crying. I ain't want to believe it. I just seen them a couple of days before that. I'm looking out the window, He looked up right at me. Something wasn't fitting right with him. I don't know if he was mad that day or what, but I don't know. But yeah, that's the last time I seen him was out the window. And I was on punishment. My pops punished me. I seen him out the window, but he was a good kid overall. And man, I just wish he was alive. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of wish he was alive. I kind of want to see how his life would have turned out in the long run. Maybe he would have joined the gang. Maybe he didn't. He would have been doing music. I don't know. He probably would have changed in some shape or form. Maybe he would have left New York. I don't know. But after 21 years, I really want to talk about it like that. Simple fact is, it bothered me throughout the years. I ain't let nobody know what really bothered me, but that bothered me. Then after he died, then when he died, it was like, damn. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I got through it. And I know he was watching me over the years, making sure I was good. Pretty much, he was watching his mom's. I just found his mom. Actually, speaking about his mom, found his mom on Facebook actually. You know, and I don't know if she still be on Facebook or maybe she's not. I don't know if she's still alive or what. I don't know. But they did bury Patrick. He had a funeral. They buried him. That's one thing I can say they did for him. And I'm just mad I didn't even go because I didn't even know when it was the funeral or nothing like that. But it's all good. Man, I still talk to him from time to time, even though he's not here. But at the end of the day, that was a tough pill to swallow. That really scarred me for life. Losing somebody like that I kind of look up to. I did look up to because certain things he was doing, I wasn't even doing. I was looking at him like, nigga, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was one of them. He was one of them things. He was one of those guys. Like, he was already doing shit out the ordinary before I started. You know? Yeah, I want to thank him, man, for being a good friend to me. He was, even though my pops didn't really like him like that, but he was a good friend, man. He did a lot of things for a reason because he know his parents couldn't do for him like that. So he did what he had to do, you know what I'm saying? Growing up and trying to survive in this world. Shit's crazy. But yeah, that's the Patrick story. That's how I know him. And that's the story I'm giving y'all because that's what really happened.